Hi everybody, and welcome to True Wants, where here we try to help you make that decision if it's going to change from a want to a need. If you are new to my channel, I really hope you will choose to subscribe. It's free and it's easy. It's the red button that you'll see right underneath this video. If you press it and it turns gray, you're in. It's that simple. There's also that bell beside that subscribe button that I always recommend that you press. It's called the notification bell. And what ends up happening is YouTube will notify you just once that I have uploaded a brand new video. I do upload a lot, and sometimes my videos are time sensitive, so I don't want you to miss out. So make sure to press that subscribe button, ring that bell, and you'll be in the know. Also in that same area, there is that thumbs up, and that's where you guys come in. If you enjoy the content that I make, please take a second when you arrive to hit that thumbs up. It will turn blue, the number will increase, and that's you helping True Ones get noticed on this huge platform by YouTube. So I'm thanking in advance for that thumbs up. Okay guys, this is always such an exciting day, and I feel so privileged when this arrives. As you know, on my channel, we are True Ones, but in my own world, I have my personal accounts way before I had a channel, Ipsy. So when you see me unbox my Ipsy on my channel, those are my paid versions. And earlier today, we had the opportunity to do the choices for the GLAM X, which was so exciting. So if you haven't seen that video earlier today, please make sure to watch that down below. But sometimes a channel gets recognized, and this channel has, and I'm so always feel, like I said, so privileged when Ipsy sends over their box filled with goodies for me to be able to share on the channel with you guys of what the items that are going to be in May. Also, this is also a little extra exciting for me because during the GLAM X months, I get upgraded from my Plus because I get the GlamBag, usually the GlamBag Plus, but if you get both bags, which I do, and my paid version, you end up, they upgrade you from the Plus to the X. So I don't get a Plus during the X months. And I do the spoilers for you guys and all of that. And there's always some part of me that says, I really wish they allowed us to get all of the bags and we didn't have to upgrade from one to get another. Because when I was getting my Plus, I was also getting the Ultimate, and I didn't have to give up anything to get it. So I'm hoping they'll keep that in mind because I really do miss the Plus when I don't get it. However, with this box coming, I will be able to share with you a lot of Plus items, which I wasn't able to this morning. And then of course, the GlamBag. This month is such a fantastic, beautiful, and they really did such a great job with these bags that they're just scrumptious this month. Also, there's a different bag with the exact same pattern, and I thought this would be a fabric, but it's not, it's a vinyl in the GLAM X, which I didn't choose because I really chose a product that I'm excited to have the opportunity to get. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed because in the past, they used to do mystery bags a couple of months later that had the bags from the GLAM X. I'm keeping my fingers crossed that that will happen again because I really was on the fence of choosing a bag versus a product, and I really went with the product. So this one here, what's really great about this one is the pattern, like I said, was the same all the way through. They also had a fantastic one for a hair care one that we did a sneak peek, which was a different bag, but also had the same pattern. So if you don't get certain bags, you'll be able to at least get this beautiful pattern with this gorgeous other color on the other side. So this is really cute. It's also got this beautiful moon shape this time that is almost like a half moon, which I think is really unique. And the little decal that has the Ipsy on it is in that rose gold. So this is really always a treat because these bags are just something that Ipsy does for us, but they do not charge us for it. And it is also never included in the count. So I always enjoy getting these bags. It's so funny, you know, years ago, when you used to go to the department store, that was always when you were able to get a free gift with purchase and things like that. It was always when there was, I would always buy something for the bags. Now it's such a luxury that we're getting these bags and they're not even part of the count. So I love that about Ipsy, and Ipsy's the only one that does that for us. So let me go through what I think is in the GLAM bag, and then we'll go through the items that are in the GLAM bag Plus. Also, when you get a PR package or a gift or anything, there's usually no information on the card, so we will be looking at some of the products a little closer, so I'll be able to give you a little bit more information if they're products that I'm not that familiar with. So this is what the theme is going to be for us in the month of May. Is called the Wild Beauty. So that is the card that came in, but like I said, there's no information in it, it's just that card. All right, so starting with what I think is in the GLAM bag. is an item, and I pulled out mine from my stash because I wasn't sure if it was the same colors, and it's not. It's from Complex Culture, and as you know on my channel, I love Complex Culture. Every product I have tried from this brand, I have really enjoyed. And Complex Culture, if you're not familiar, Ipsy has a manufacturing company also, and that company has been developing products. And one of the first ones that they worked with this group of people was Complex Culture. And they came up with these fantastic brushes that, to me, I have not seen any brush compatible to my IT Cosmetic brushes when I started with IT Cosmetics. And I really felt their brushes were so beautiful and so unique. And then they started introducing us to their products, and I was just as impressed with that as well. Under that same company that does the manufacturing, that is also owned by Ipsy, is the Transtorming brand, is the Item Beauty brand. They have so many fantastic brands that they had just started developing through this other company, which I think is absolutely fantastic. And the quality that I'm seeing in all of these products, I am enjoying so much. So this is Complex Culture, and inside here, there is this quad. And this is the quad that we received in the package. And I'm going to show you in case you got, like I did, I picked up one a couple of months back in the $3 or $3.50 section now. This is what this looks like here. I will do some swatches, but I want to show you the one. Then this one is called Fresh Start that came in this box today. And then the one that I have in my stash is the one that is called Rosy Outlook. And this is what this looks like here. You can see it's used and loved. And then that is the new one here. So that's the difference of the colors. So if you got something in the past, don't assume it's already what you've gotten, but this is what they're showing this month. So very excited about that. And it also comes with a little safety for the shadows, but there is no mirror on the top here. All right, so it has 2 mattes and 2 shimmers. So we're gonna do some swatching here. And that's what they look like here. And I'll just do them over here. They're very beautiful. These are the type of colors that I gravitate to anyways. Really pretty. The shine is beautiful. The mattes went on nice. Then the color, you can see how much is still left on my fingers. Like I said, I really feel that this brand, Complex Culture, even from their packaging alone, when you get their full sizes, really are, to me, very similar to some very high-end brands that I have. So I'm really impressed with that. So that's the first item that we got in here. The next item that is in here is from First Aid Beauty. It is the Eye Duty Niacinamide Brightening Cream. That's what this looks like here. It's a little guy, but as I tell you all the time in the samples, when you're choosing skincare, you're always gonna get sample sizes. This one's really small, but with eye, you don't need that much. But what I always suggest is that when you want to try these, I think I own this. I'm going to have to double check my stash. This one here has a bit of a color to it. That's what's making me remember it. But you really need a pin size amount, a pea size or a pin size. And then you can tap your 2 fingers together, and then you'll get equal amounts on either side. And then you start it underneath the orbital bone. Do not go too close, because if you go too close, what will end up happening is you'll get that tearing. And you need very little with eye cream because it is a thinner skin. And then I tap it all the way around the orbital bone. I pay attention to the crow's feet, and whatever's left over, I put in the 11 lines. But what's nice about this is this has a little bit of a color to it. And it also gives a really nice brightening effect to that area there. So really pretty. But like I always say, the sample sizes of skincare gets you to know, or at least for me, what I like about it. And I do buy sample sizes of a lot of skincare because we get choice items in the larger sizes. And I don't want to choose a larger size and then not like the product. And what I mean by not like the product, it's not about seeing results when it comes to skincare in sample sizes. What it will do, for me anyways, I like to know the consistency of the product, if it's too oily, if it penetrates quickly, if there's a scent to it that I like or I don't like. And that's what I'm able to find out from the sample sizes. So that is the first one there, the second item there. The next one is a small eyeliner, and this one is called Black Magic, and this one is in Cocoa Edit. So I think this is gonna be a brown liquid liner, and this is also saying it is a cruelty-free brand. So and this is EYEKO, just by the symbol on it, I know that that is EYEKO because I'm not seeing the name anywhere on here. This is what it looks like here, and that is what the tip looks like. And let's just do, oh, it's really beautiful. It's not a firm tip at all. I'm gonna try to do it so you guys can see it bends with you. So you can do a thick line, you can do a thin line, really, really pretty. And how nice that we're getting it in a shade that is not black. That is really, really fantastic. So excited about that. The next item in here, and all of these items were not in my glam bag, which is even more exciting for me. So I'll have more products to be able to introduce myself to, and then you to as well. So this one is from Ouai, and this is their body cleanser. And this I'm really excited about. These weren't even options for me in my bag, so really excited about this. This is a body cleanser from this brand. I've only used their shampoo and conditioner, which I love. And this one is their body cleanser. So excited about this one. Let's just take a little bit out. Let's see if this has a safety seal on it. Yeah, a little safety seal that we peeled back just a tad, which I try to do before I sit down, because if you're not familiar with me, what I do is I open up everything prior to sitting down. I take a picture for my Instagram, so if you're not following me there, you are missing out. My name there is True Once with the number 2. And I'm able to take out any excess packaging and all of that. So when I'm sitting down here, because I don't have the time to edit, so what I end up doing is I sit here in front of the camera. I try to be as prepared as I can prior to, so that when I'm sitting down here, it's like I'm, you know, on the phone talking to a friend and telling her about the products. So this is what this looks like here. It is just a cleanser, but is for the body, and that is what it looks like there. I really wanted to see if there was a scent to this, not so much that I wanted to swatch a cleanser. It has a scent, and the scent is very mild and just really like more fruity to me than anything, but really, really minor, really, really pretty. So excited that I'm going to be able to try another product from the Ouai brand. And this is so exciting for me because I was on the fence with my choice item, and this was one of the items that I was going to be able to choose, and I didn't. And I figured worst case scenario, I would add it into my add-ons. And then I got the tracking information that this was coming on the same day as we were doing our choices. So I completed my box with my ex, and I'm leaving my add-ons open on my glam bag, so that after this arrives, there's things that were in here that I wanted that were going to be, I didn't want to get duplicates. So now I don't have to worry about adding this into my add-ons. So this one here is from Beauty for Real. This is a really nice size product. I assume this is full size. And this one here is in the shade, I think called Natural, it was called Neutral. And that is what this looks like here. And the tip tells you pretty much what the color is going to be, but let's do a swatch of it so you guys can see it. I'm going to do a thicker one here and a thinner line underneath, and that is what the shade looks like here. Really, really beautiful. That's going to go gorgeous with all of the rose colors and everything that we're getting in the palettes now. That is really, really beautiful, and it went on very, very creamy. I'm impressed with this Beauty for Real line, and I find her products are also really, really unique. Her mascara had a wand that didn't have any bristles on it, and it gave such length and dimension to my lashes. I always get excited when I see her brand. All right, so I think that is the 5 items. So we got the quad, we got the eye cream from First Aid Beauty, we have the EYEKO in brown, liquid liner, we got a body cleanser from Ouai, as well as, I'm assuming this belongs in here too, because I saw this in the 350 section for us. So that's where I'm thinking it belongs in this bag, and it's from Beauty for Real. Then we get into the GlamBag Plus, and everything in here is an absolute treat. So I'm just gonna have a wet cloth here. I'm gonna just wipe off my hand so we can do some more swatching of the other products. So we'll see if we can get as much as we can off on here, and I have a dry cloth right beside. Okay, then we get, which I thought I'd miss out on, but I got it in here, this gorgeous, gorgeous bag. It is a cotton material. It really feels very luxurious. The Ipsy name is only on the little tag over here, and you have your 2 pulleys in here. I love these bags, and I love gifting these bags. I also put a lot of my accessories in here. So if I'm traveling, my masks will go in here. You know, there's so much that I put into these bags that I enjoy it so much. So these bags, I think will be missed if they're no longer available to us, but I'm going to enjoy them as much as I can. So this is this one here. The next one that we have in here, which I was on the fence if this was considered full size or not. So you'll share with me in the comments if you think I'm right. This is from the brand called Lovecraft Beauty, and I've had the opportunity to try some items from this brand through Ipsy that I got for myself in their blush palettes as well as in their bronzer palettes. And I enjoyed them so much that when they were available in singles, when it was in the $3 section, I grabbed those two and put them into my travel bag. So this one is called the Eyeshadow Primer, and it is this size. So that's why I'm thinking this is going to be full size. So let's open this up. This did not have a safety seal on it, so I can tell you if I took it off or I didn't. This does have a bit of a color to it. And I also try to swatch everything, especially, I do it pretty much anyways for me with my regular bags, but especially if you are given the gift of the products, I really feel that when a channel gets the products, they're sending it to us not solely for us to try and review. They're also showing it, for me anyways, to share it with you guys. And if I don't swatch it and say to you, oh, I already have this, I'll save it. To me, it's about swatching, it's about feeling it, it's about telling you about the products. That's what I feel PR is for. So that is what this is here. And this went on really, really smoothly. And as you saw, it had a little bit of a tint to it, which is always nice because I don't have this problem, but I do have some friends that do, where they have discoloration on their eyelids. And by putting this on, it helps give it more of a, even if they want to have a no makeup day, you know, they can put this on their eyelids, add, you know, whatever little powders they want, and then they don't have to worry so much about if they have time for eyeshadow or not. So I always like when a primer has a bit of a tint to it. The next item is one that I already have and enjoy, and this is going to be in my save for later. This is called the Kate Somerville. It is a skin health expert. This is for sensitive skin. It is their Goat Milk Moisturizing Cleanser. So this I have, so I'm going to put the one that we got in here, and I pulled out from my stash the one that I'm currently using. I have about 6 or 7 cleansers going on right now, and I love cleansers because I also wash my face a lot. I do it in the morning, and then I do it, you know, before I put my makeup on. And if it's a makeup day, which majority of my days are, I will then, you know, use it as my second cleanse after I take my makeup off at night. But on the weekends when we're running around and doing whatever, if we're going out somewhere, I always have makeup on. That's just who I am. But if we're going for walks and things like that, I do not. So when I come back, I wash my face. So depending on the amount of walks that we're doing during that day, because it gets very hot and humid here, I cleanse a lot. So I love having the opportunity to get cleansers and to have the opportunity to try different cleansers. And this one is really, really nice. This is what it looks like here. And there's also so much in here. This is 4 fluid ounces, and you need very, very little. And anything from Kate Somerville, just so you know, everything is really thought out, and her products are very expensive. And she used to be like had her own spas for like the really high-end celebrities. And when I started getting introduced to her products, it was through a spa, and they were so expensive. So everything that I used, the esthetician said to me, they're so concentrated. You will see the results because the ingredients that she chooses to put in, but make sure you read all the instructions, because some of her products, especially her Exfoliate, you literally only need it on for a minute or 2. Anything longer than that, your skin, it doesn't need anything more than that. So you need very little because it's concentrated, and really read the instructions on any of her products to make sure you use it for the right amount of time. There is no real scent on this at all. I'm still smelling a bit of the body cleanser that we just swatched before, but that is from my stash. So excited to have the opportunity that others will be able to get a Kate Somerville product in a plus, which is absolutely fantastic. The next item that is in here is from Rodial, and this is another one that I have, but I completely finished it. So if I completely finish a product with all the products that I receive and you know, choose for myself, then it is a winner. And this was one that I really wasn't sure about, and this is called the Soft Focus Glow Drops. This is an illuminating ultimate glow primer. I am a combo girl, so when I hear illuminating or glowing, I get very nervous because first of all, I'm also still acne prone and things like that. So I don't want to have, there's a difference between a glow and a difference between illumination and oil. So when, you know, I was always a powder girl, so I would powder, you know, more than once or twice a day to keep my makeup, you know, the way it should be, and so it doesn't travel and things like that. But these drops, like I said, I used all the way to the end because I loved it, and it really gave my skin, I'm going to show you. First of all, it has a dropper. I'm happy that this is going to be in my stash again. But like I said, I've already had the opportunity to try this and to enjoy it. And do not worry about it if you're a combo girl, because it really does give you, your skin this glow. It's almost like a glow from within. And my skin loved it. It drank it in right away. So it wasn't like anything was sitting on my skin. It is just so beautiful. So do not be afraid if you are a combo girl, because like I said, my skin drank it in and it left this beautiful glow that it was almost like a healthy glow, and it made my skin look fresh. So these are the type of products, like I said, when I'm going for the walks and things like that, I always do my skincare and then I'll end it off with an SPF. This, when I'm not wearing like any makeup or anything like that. So these are products like I'm really getting to use a lot. And when everything was like on lockdown, and a lot of us, you know, for the first little while, there was a good month or so when I did like a major cleanup of all my stuff because we were transferring from our home in Canada to our home here in the States. And I got an opportunity to try so much skincare, and because I wasn't putting makeup on, and it was before like people were doing Zoom and all of that. And I'm telling you, do not be disappointed when you get skincare. Skincare is so expensive, and it is such a luxury to be able to get skincare in boxes. I know makeup is fun, and it's fun to change colors and, you know, change your appearance, and it's nice to be creative. But if your skin looks beautiful from the get-go, and then you're adding the makeup, it just enhances as opposed to covering up, because I come from the generation where my skin wasn't good and I used makeup and got introduced to makeup to cover up. So now I have the luxury of both worlds. I have makeup to help express and enhance the beauty that's from within. And then I also now have the appreciation for very high-end skincare that we get in these boxes. The next item that we got in here is from this brand called Pear Nova. That's another one that is so new to me, and I don't know anything about this brand either, which is also what I love about boxes, is being able to be introduced to so many brands. And like Item Beauty and Complex Culture, and now all those brands are in Sephora's and things like that. So I enjoy the subscription boxes because we're getting ourselves such a treat when we get it, and especially if it's a brand we don't know, and then you fall in love with it, and then you start seeing it getting into the retail worlds of where a lot of us shop. I think it is just fantastic. So it's a hydrating cream, and it simply says massage into, so it is for the face. Yeah, I think this is for the face. So let me see if this has, if we took the seal off of this one. We took the seal off. And I'm just going to take a little bit on my hand here so that we can see what this looks like here. So it is a cream. I should try to smell from the tube. I don't think there's a scent in this at all. And this is also really large. Let me see what this is. This is also saying it's 4 ounces, but these tubes are so big, and really this will be easy to sit on the countertop because it has that flat surface. And this is what this looks like here. And if you get a lot of creams, and you know, you because you get boxes and things like this, creams that are meant for the face, if I was like buying a cream specifically for myself, for my face, I would probably have 1 or 2 creams in my arsenal. But when you start having a lot, like I do, I end up using them for different areas. I can use them as body creams. I could use them, you know, as foot creams. I could use them as hand creams. So that's what I do. But I always use it at least for a week to 10 days to test the actual product out. And then if I'm moving on to something else and I know in my thoughts how I feel about the product, I will definitely use it on other parts of my body. But if I fall in love with the product and I use it all the way to the end, then that's a whole different story. I will only use it on my face. So that is the next item that we have in here. And the last item that we have in here is from this brand called Formula Z. And when I was reading up the research when I got my first product from this brand, because this is one of their newer brands, this one is developed from, I think, it's a young gentleman who developed his own product line, and this is called Transforming Beauty is what this one is here. And I think this is a blush and highlighter palette. So that is the sleeve that it came in. On the back of this, there's some colors on here. It says Mega Yacht, Class Act, Extra Fierce, and I'm Talented. And that is what that looks like here, and that is the back of the packaging here, and that is what we have here, and that is what is on the back of the packaging here. And there's a full mirror in here, and there is a safety shield for the colors, and those are the colors there. Those are just beautiful. Let me see if that, yeah, everything's already penetrated in. I'm just going to do some swatching. So we have 2 highlighters. This first one here is called Mega Yacht, and this one down here is called I'm Talented. So let's do those two first. Oh, they're beautiful. Look at the color on that. And then we are going to get, I'm just wiping and wiping again from a wet cloth to a dry cloth. And then we have Class Act and Extra Fierce. So we have Class Act and Extra Fierce. Yeah, they're beautiful. Really, really pretty. And these are really fantastic colors. So you have the peachy tone, which is the type that I gravitate to, but that darker tone is not too dark. That's the type that I would probably prefer in the fall. So this is an all year round palette, which is always a treat. So that is everything that we got here. So like I said, this month of May, everyone is so excited just for the bags alone, but the products that they're choosing for us, I think are absolutely fantastic. I enjoy subscription boxes. I enjoy sharing my knowledge of products. And that's why on my channel, what I always try to do is really focus on the products. Because if you have the luxury of getting a box, which I do now because I live in the United States, I'm able to get and try a lot of products at a really deeply discounted price. However, when I didn't live here and I did shop retail, I always waited for things to go on sale, and I wasn't as adventurous, because when you're spending, you know, $30 for a box and you're getting 5 items to try, you know, it's completely different than when you go into a retail store for $30 and then you have to pick and choose what you're going to spend that $30 on. So that's why I enjoy the subscription boxes so much. And I also got introduced to so many brands that I did not know about. So in this bag, we got the primer from, it's from Lovecraft Beauty. Then we got this beautiful quad from the brand called Formula Z. We got these gorgeous drops from Rodial, which to me, this is when you enjoy so much, when BoxyCharm and Ipsy, now that Ipsy owns BoxyCharm, are able to both be able to, because not everybody gets Ipsy, not everybody gets BoxyCharm, that the people that didn't get this in the past have an opportunity again to get such a fantastic brand and product. And then we got this new brand called Pear Nova, which is a hydrating cream. And then of course, from Kate Somerville, the cleanser that is in goat's milk. And that's everything that was sent over in the PR package from Ipsy. So thank you so much to Ipsy for gifting the channel True Wants this, and I'm able to share it with you guys, as well as for me, because now I'm going to be able to try more products that I'm going to be able to share with you and help steer you along, hopefully a little bit, when we go through add-ons, choices, and things like that. So thank you to everybody who has been part of this fantastic journey. I appreciate you so, so much. Our numbers are growing at such a fantastic rate, and we're very close now to almost 4,000. And my anniversary is only in the middle of July, where we will have been doing this for 2.5, almost 3 years, which is crazy to me. And I try my best to upload often, which I do. And I know a lot of times when a lot of information comes down, you'll sometimes see 2, 3, sometimes 4 videos from me all within the same day, because it's information. And information to me is key. So what I try to do is I will upload, and whenever you have an opportunity to watch it, I think that's great. And I want to thank everybody also who take the time not only to watch, but to comment, because that's my lifeline to you guys. And the information that you share in the comments, everyone has a voice, so you're able to share if you like something, if you didn't like something. If for my combo skin it worked, but for your dry skin it didn't. So that's what's great about the comments, is we really get to share with each other. And then when I talk about products, I can say in the comments that somebody wrote that for their dry skin it didn't work for them, and so on and so forth. So I try to be filled with information, because that's what I was looking for when I was tuning into YouTube, when I finally had the time just over the last couple of years to tune into YouTube and to learn about YouTube, because my world did not have that extra time of this luxury of being able to tune in and learn through YouTube, which to me has been a fantastic, fantastic place to be able to learn as well. So I want to make sure that everybody who has not subscribed to my channel, I really hope that you do. We share spoilers, we do unboxings, and now when companies reach out, if something is interesting to me, I share those with you as well. So I really hope you will give some love to those videos as well, and not just makeup, because there's more to this world, to me anyways, than makeup and skincare, which I love. But I've also been introduced to products that I didn't know anything about that I'm enjoying as well for my home. So I really hope that you will take the time to check those videos out as well. And that's it for today, guys. So everybody continue to stay safe and well, and I'll see you all soon again in my next video. Bye for now. the clicker is not working, so just give me one more sec. I will try to get it to work. If not, I will reach to where the camera is and just turn it off from there.